Hey, everybody, welcome to AJ's Side Panel. 15 minutes of me rambling on and 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 on about I don't know, but stuff gets said. It's been a while since I've been able to record a session of the side panel, and that is my bad. I've had strep throat as well as tonsillitis, and it was not a happy week and a half for me. I was pretty much bedridden and wanting to do something as I was bored off my fucking ass, like, record the show. But unfortunately, the sickness and the illness prevented me from even speaking, much less getting my ass off the bed and doing anything. So yeah, there you have it. And here I am now, chatting away into the night. It is now midnight on September 6th or the 7th? 7th now, as of like 14 minutes ago. So, yeah, I figured I'd pop on, say, hey, what's up, peoples? Haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? Um, you may have noticed that the panel cast has taken a little bit of a break, a little time out there. It's because A, I had the strep throat again, and B, Brian's headset took a shit, so we're waiting on him to be able to get a new headset. Once we get the headset going and the time, we'll go ahead and record a new panel cast and get it out to you guys because I know you guys are uber anxious and you really, really, really want to hear from us. And yeah. So until then, we've been pretty busy. I don't know if you've noticed or not. The ZKS pinup submission contest came and went, and we got some really amazing pieces of art. Those things were just phenomenal, and I can't express how amazed I was at the quality of work that we had gotten from people. Now we are doing the voting part of the contest where you can go on either Facebook or zombiekillsquad.net and vote on which submission you like the best. A lot of people don't know what the prize is for the competition, yet they still submit, which is awesome. I think you put out, we want your artwork, and people are like, yes, here, have my artwork. Ah. And, we are wholeheartedly accepting of it. So, yeah, the prize is you get the cover of the pinup book. All the pinups that get submitted will go into a book. The winner will get the cover of the pinup book in full color. 12 of the submissions will go into a calendar that we're putting out, a ZKS calendar. That's pretty fucking awesome, if you ask me. I'm sure nobody did, though, because I'm on the show by myself. You win the cover of the calendar as well. You will get to come on out to one of the cons that we're at, either APE or the Rose Bowl Con or something along those lines, and be able to sit down at the booth with us and promote yourself. If you have any piece of art you want to sell, you want to do any signings of the pinup book, you're welcome to come on out. Uh, you also get a $50 gift card from Hot Topic. Woo! I know now Hot Topic is like so trendy that it's disgusting, but hey, it's what we have to offer because we're poor. And so much more. There's like all kinds of little things. Basically, it opens up a door. It gets your chance to be see your name and your work in print along with so many other great artists. Um, so that's what the competition is about: is to have people submit their work. The next competition that we're hosting, and this one's gonna be pretty fucking badass if you ask me. Again, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm the only one on the show, and nobody's really asking me anything. But I ask myself the hard-hitting questions for you. The next competition is called We Want You. Join up now. And what it is we're gonna give you guys an opportunity to come out and audition to be in our comic book. How does one audition to be in a comic book, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, there I am again, asking myself questions as if somebody's here. You come out. You can come out dressed in costume as one of two things. One, a zombie. You can come out in your best zombie outfit, come dressed up to the location that we have an audition to become a character, a zombie in our comic book. Two, you can come dressed as a ZKS member, be it in full uniform or like a survivor costume or something. You can come out and audition for that character, and if we like you and we think you do well, then we will, of course, create your character yourself as your likeness as a character in the ZKS book. Now, how can you be a character, you say, when the book hasn't even come out yet enough for us to know who these characters are, other than Kayla, which is the main chick you've seen so far? Well, let me answer that question for you again. What am I doing with these questions? I'm psychotic. See what happens? It's late at night. First time I get on a mic and I'm just rambling about people asking me questions. On the website, two of them. There's ForbiddenPanel.com and now there's ZombieKillSquad.net. I made a new website. Yay! I know it's crap right now. I'm still in the process of fixing it, but I really can't do anything about all the drama and issues that we have on it until the pinup contest is over. Then I'll streamline it a little bit more. I didn't realize all these errors were going to be created while I was doing it, and by the time it happened, it was too late to take back. It was already on the road. So it would be repaired after the pinup contest is over, which is on Wednesday, September 8th. Um, but on both those Forbidden Panel and ZombieKillSquad.net, you will see a list of characters that have already been created. Some by Miss Brandy Ossett, some by Brian Kreusch, some by Janelle Vendeville, and everybody's welcome to create their own characters and post them up there. That's what we're hoping for. Um, so you can use one of those characters and come dressed as them, or you can create your own. We will be posting a character sheet up there for you to use. You can download, fill it out, bring the character sheet with you, and say, hey, this is the character I want to audition for. We'll read over the character. If we like the character, we'll let you run for it. And if we dig it, then boom, it's done. You'll be able to see your likeness drawn in a comic book. Conditions. One, you cannot be any character or zombie that has already been seen in other movies or other media forms. We can't bite on anybody else's style or copyright, so you got to come as an original piece of art yourself. Two, there's no guarantee that your character will survive the entire series. Some of your characters may die the first page, some of your characters may last an issue, you may even last the whole series, who knows, but there's no guarantee in that. You could come out and just see yourself in one panel getting your brains blown out. Or you could be the most badass motherfucker ZKS has ever seen. It just depends on the writing and that being me. Um, Bribery is accepted. I accept cash, blowjobs, and hugs, and copious amounts of advertising. Um, but honestly, when I sit down and I write this stuff, it's just uh, it writes itself. And I don't know how to explain it. When I sit down and I write this story, like I think, okay, well, logically, this character will behave in this manner, and this character will behave in this manner. But what if this happens and this happens, and they're coming into this situation, and blah 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 blah. So I really have no idea who's going to survive, who's the main character is, or what's going to happen. All I can tell you is that it's going to be an awesome story, and it's going to be an awesome ride. So you can ask me, please. I'd love my character to survive throughout the entire series. I can't guarantee that. It's just the way it is. Sometimes I will be handing over writing duties to other members of our staff because they've requested to do certain issues and certain stuff. But for the most part, I am the creator and in full control of Zombie Kill Squad, and I can tell you right now, I cannot guarantee anything. Um, so, having said that, please come on out. We're gonna probably do it at the end of October, during right before Halloween sometime. It'll be held either at the Fox Theater or at the Four Color Fantasies comic book store in Rancho Cucamonga. I will let you know one way or another, but it will be a big event. Um, we're expecting a lot of people to show up. We're expecting the news to show up. We're going to make a big stink out of all of this because A, it helps us promote our comic book, and B, I think it's just an awesome thing. I'm a very big fan of Community, not just the show, mind you. Excuse me, but I love the comic book community. I've never felt more comfortable anywhere in my entire life, and I've said this many, many times before. In that the comic book growing up, we were all felt very isolated in that we read comic books. We had no one to talk to. We had no friends, and when we did, we had to keep it like secret. It was like hush hush on the down low and all that. But nowadays, it's such a popular mainstream form of media and lifestyle that it's not hard to find people like that. But I still like getting them together. I still like being able to see friends and hang out and conversate intelligently about comic books and all that other stuff. And that's the kind of community that we strive to create here at Forbidden Panel. We want you, those that feel isolated, or those that don't feel like they belong anywhere, to have a place to belong. That's why we're always stressing about people posting on the message boards, on the forums, on the website, what have you. Even after our recordings, we stress that you please come out and say something, just so that you can strike up this conversation, whether it be with us or other members of the forum. We have over 300 people on Forbidden Panel. We get well over 100,000 hits a month on the website. So there's no reason why you can't create your own community, even if you want to start your own topic or what have you. And that's what we're all about. And that's why we keep holding these contests. I mean, name it some other independent comic book company that is offering to put every single submission, art submission that they get into a comic book and print it out for you. I mean, that's just how we are. We love people's art. We love the community, and we really appreciate and respect it. And we want you guys to be able to be a part of it, to feel how we're feeling, to see what we're seeing. Just to be on the other side of the fence. We've been busting our ass for 5 years to get over here, and we're not the game yet. We're not big top names or anything yet, but we're still on the other side of the table, and it's a wonderful, amazing experience, and we want to share that with you guys, not just as fans, but hopefully as friends too. So that's why we create contests like this to involve everybody, to involve the community, involve you, get you out of your mom's basement, get you out from behind the laptop or the computer, out of the comic book store, and come on out and say hi to us. So there you go. I'm already at 11 minutes. Can you believe that? I've rambled for 11 minutes. Can't believe I've had that much to talk about. Brian is actually online IMing me right now. So, hey, Brian, what's going on? He says, how's everything going? And he wants to say hey to everybody. Um, so, that was from Brian, me typing to him. What's going on in the world of Forbidden Panel? There's a good chance that this show will go probably to about 20 minutes. Not just Forbidden Panel, but shit I want to talk about. First off, Brian's got a new episode of Geek Girls up. In case you haven't heard it, go check it out now. He interviews the wonderful Ashley, where they get to talk about a whole bunch of other wonderful stuff that, oh, wow, I just got yawny. That you probably don't want to hear, but it's still awesome. Geek Girls is basically if you are a female and have something that you geek out about. I don't care if it's Twilight, video games, comic books, movies. If you're a Naruto fan, if you're into Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you like My Little Pony, if you like music, if you like art, I don't care what it is. But if you there's something that you love that isn't like a boy or a girl that you would like to talk about on the show, then we would like to have you. Contact Brian, and he'll love to interview you on the show, whether by Skype or cell phone or what have you, or in person. Brian, Bryan, at forbiddenpanel.com. That's how you get a hold of him. The Emmys came out and nobody really cared, or at least nobody said anything about caring. Um, let's see what else we got. Um, yes, Lock and Key landed at Fox. The Fox never has decided that they wanted to adapt Lock and Key. Lock and Key is a comic book series put out by Joe Hill, published by IDW, I believe is the publisher. Um, Basically about how some kids are trying to deal with life after their father was murdered and they've had to move into a new town, his old, um, where he grew up basically, called Lovecraft, Massachusetts. And they discover some crazy shit going on in the town as well as in the house that they live in. It's an awesome comic book written by Joe Hill, son of Stephen King. I know Joe, if you're listening to this, I feel you in that you don't want to be known by your father, but hey, some people will come over and pay attention to it. I'm sorry for dropping names like that. Anyway, and drawn by Gabriel Rodriguez. It's a great series. If you haven't checked it out, you should. Um, it will be a TV show on Fox, so that's pretty cool. Neil Gaiman's Sandman has been picked up as a TV show or being adapted. The story is very, uh, very, I don't know how to say it, but they're not really saying who or what channel is picking it up. They're saying that HBO had tried to do it. One of the creators from Supernatural is picking it up, and thus making people believe that it's the CW that you'll see it on. I'm telling you, if the salmon is on the CW, it's gonna be the worst piece of crap you've ever seen, and I don't want to see that. So hopefully, whoever's picking it up as a TV show, whatever channel is gonna put it out, is a decent channel. I'm hoping for HBO or Showtime. They've been putting out some really great work, or even AMC. I mean, we're all excited for The Walking Dead. They probably do a great job with Sandman. So yeah, a new director is signed up to direct The Preacher. Um, who is the latest director? Do you know John August? Well, uh, they haven't really pinpointed a name down yet, but at least this means that the Preacher film is still in the works and on the tongues of everybody in Hollywood. So I'm very anxious to see that happen. Yeah. So anyway, continuing on. Man, I don't know what's going on. Um, well, I kind of ran out of words to say. Do want to make a quick announcement that we are starting a new, just a couple more properties that we got a hold of. First off, we're doing The Black Pajamas, which is a book released by Prometheus Williams and Scott Riddle. I know, two people you probably never heard of. Um, but let me tell you that they're a great creative team. They put out a little comic book a little while ago that came out and on Lulu. So if you're anxious to go check it out, you can go to lulu.com and purchase The Black Pajamas now. We are picking up the property and doing a re-edit and kind of a rehashing of it, polishing it up, making it nice and shiny, and then publishing it out ourselves. Um, so I am very anxious to see that, as well as you guys should be too. The other good news is that, well, uh, Julian Aguilera, one of the people that submitted for the pinup contest, as well as a established artist in his own right, is going to be a new artist here with Forbidden Panel. We're going to be working on a webcomic as well as a new story that I'm writing up. It should be uh, wow, that's kind of an odd advertising. I'm reading the Black Pajamas advertising on Lulu, and it says over 1 million copies forced upon rabid fans. Act now or your children will turn black. Try explaining that to your next dinner party. It's kind of random. Anyway, so Julian Aguilera is our newest artist here at Forbidden Panel. We're very excited to have him. He's an amazing artist. If you haven't had a chance to read or look at any of his stuff, head over to his website, julianaguilera.wordpress.com, or just look him up, Julian Aguilera, on um, Google. I am doing it right now as I look, and yeah, so there you have it. A lot of great things are happening, and I'm really excited about things stuff. So just stay tuned to Forbidden Panel. Um, we're gonna have great more contests. We're gonna have some more great artwork. We have two comic books. The 24-hour issue of ZKS will be coming out in the beginning of October, as well as the pinup comic for the ZKS pinup book will be coming out as well. So expect that to happen. And again, we have the two new properties that we're doing, as well as some other comic books that we got. You're gonna be surprised and hopefully happy about what's coming out from Forbidden Panel. I'll come back again sometime next week and just do a random rant like I normally would. There's just too much going on that I've missed out on discussing that I can try to fit in here. Um, so, yeah, deal with that. Thanks, everybody, once again for tuning in. I'm going to babble on a little bit more till I take us to the 18-minute mark. 3 minutes past uh, where we're going to go. And now 50 seconds, 9 seconds, 7. Oh, thanks everybody for tuning in to AJ Side Panel. My name is AJ. Any questions or comments, send to AJ at Forbidden Panel. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.